Yu-Gi-Oh! Mint.com is now TradingCardMint.com. Please check out their selection of over 20,000 cards with prices cheaper than TCG Player.
A lot of you have been asking for the Giza deck that you've seen me be playing on this channel. Now, I gotta give credit where credit's due. I believe that this was played in Europe at BCS. I don't think it was Romania. Maybe it was Romania. I'm not sure. But it was a European YCS, or European event. And I saw it on Can You Say G's blog. And I was like, you know what? I love Mega Colony. Not for the way I should love Mega Colony. For Gredora-based waifu, but I love the deck for its defensive capabilities and the fact that it can be a hard shell when it wants to be, and they did a fantastic job doing that for Mega Colony. So when I saw that this deck did relatively well at its event, I was like, you know what, I want to test this, and I'm finally at the point that I want to make a deck profile on it, because 30k walling up with the most generic of effects is kind of cancer. So, your two-time Mega Colony clan leader here. Things that you do when you're bored at events. Alright, so let's talk about this, shall we? So we play... Oh, before we get started here with the darkness, check out our friends at TradingCardMint.com down below. If you enter MCOL40 on checkout, you will get the chance to save on your purchase. And I know that's all that you could ever ask for from this channel, is the chance to save on the trading cards that you're about to purchase. So yeah, check them on out. Alright, our starter is Neon Giza. So when you're right on top of him, he flies on over to the Giza, and while he's over in the Giza, he converts your trigger effects to the ability of bind a Zereth Dragon when they are triggered. Of course, you still get your heal, you still get your crit, and you still get your draw trigger effects, but he just converts the gaining power functionality of the triggers to binding a Zereth Dragon. And then when you hit grade 3, you discard the same name as your Vanguard, you basically bind everything, and then he turns into Giza. Now, this card is still cancer, like a solid 2 years later. It doesn't surprise me. The world will be silent. So when placed on Vanguard, you choose 5 of your Zereth Dragons that are bound, call them to rearguard. Your opponent cannot... you cannot ride or call any rearguards other than Zereth Dragon, and all of your other units do not return to the G zone. So this stays on the field, and you get a 30k base guaranteed for this. So we're just going to defense clunker down, and then at the beginning of your turn, ping your opponent for 1 damage for every base up Zereth Dragon on your field. So take 5. Thank you. Like, this card's broken. Like, you all wonder why so many people quit during Jira. It's because of this guy. But he's back. So you play 4 copies of Gredora. So against a not Excel deck, this card is bonkers. So basically, you get to blank a column for a counterblast 1 for the turn, so your opponent can't call anything to it, which is actually pretty good. And then at the beginning of your red phase, you soul blast 1, force your opponent to flip down a damage, and then you countercharge a damage. So, all for 1 soul, by the way. And she's also got Gredora in her name, but that doesn't really matter all of that much. So this card does a lot, depending on the matchup that you find yourself in. So, yay. Now, this stupid thing. So, this is the machining... I keep wanting to call her the queen. So, this is machining ornamental. So, you still get your gift marker on this, so you can protect up. She has this unique ability of, when placed, rest all other rear guards and resolve the following effect, which is Soul Blast 1, grade 3 card with machining is called name, and resolve both of these effects instead of 1. So choose all rested rear guards and they get 5k till the end of the turn, or your opponent can only stand up 2 units during their next turn. So the thing I like to do with this is basically on ride you force rest everything, so Dark Device is active. You get a gift marker off of this, and then when you go into your Giza turn, you force everything to do its thing. Your opponent only gets to stay in 2 units. So this basically gets a nice protection effect for Giza to kind of blanket the field, which is kind of nice. And we have 2 copies of this stupid bad card. I hate this thing. So the thing we care about here is when placed, this unit gets 5k and drive +1. And then put the top card of your opponent's deck into the drop zone. If it's grade 3 or greater, this card gets 10k and drive +1. Basically, in the early game, if you're going first, you ride this, you're like, oh, triple drive. Before I get to 3, or before I get to 4, okay, don't mind me, we'll take those. Like, it's actually really good just for the additional drive check for that stage in the game. Now, this is going to be painful. Our grade 2 lineup is poo-poo. So we play 4 copies of this. This card sits at 5k in my hand forever on ride. If not, it's just a 10k. And then we play 2 copies of this. Just counterblast 1 and go, oh, I'm going to check for a grade 3 and supercharge if need be. Now, I'll be dead honest with you. We're only playing 6 grade 2s. You kind of had to make some sacrifices somewhere along the deck. And this is where the things had to be cut. Yes, you could probably cut these for more grade 2s, but why would you want to? I've noticed. As long as you get to the 1-2, the rest of the deck takes care of itself. But it's high risk versus high reward. And let me tell you, sometimes the reward is not worth it. Alright, now for defense cards. So we just got this stupid thing. This card is nuts. So, this stupid thing says, on Guardian Circle, continuous. This unit gets 5k for each of your opponent's back row, rest, or rear guards. This can be a 25k shield by itself. If your opponent is pressuring stupid aggro turns, just drop this. I mean, worst case it's a 15k shield or a 20k shield. Best case 25. Worst case it's a 10k, I think. So this is some pretty spicy card here. I like this thing a lot. And then we have 5 copies of the 7k, 15k shields. The good thing about this is you deploy this, your opponent's like, okay, swing in for X attack. You're like, okay, cool, 15k guard. And they're like, what? You play those? And you're like, yeah, absolutely I do. So, good free value here. Then we play 4 copies of our Stride Fodder, my boy Little Dorcas, also searches for Gredora. And we have 2 copies of Deny the Opponent's Vanguard, Restand or the Chance to Restand. I love this card. But because we're playing Giza, we have to make bad, I guess, building decisions. So this allows us to basically play the game for that. Now we have this thing. So this is basically an auto PG. When placed on Guardian, if your opponent's Vanguard attack 2 or more times during this turn, choose one of your units and that unit cannot be hit. So basically, you get to just PG protect your Vanguard. It's really cute for a Cray Elemental. I like this little guy. And then we have 4, 8, 12 copies of Draw Triggers. You're playing a little ingot because you want it to go into the soul. There's some bad grind games where you'll be playing and you're just like, I need soul for Gredora. And you get there. Then we play 3 and 1 on the heels. I think this one's fine. This hasn't been an issue since I've been playing the deck. It's just, there's no countercharging or soul charging. Just in case you need to cheese a turn. Alright. Woohoo. G-Zone. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of the Bad Zereth Dragons that we bind. We have 4 copies of the Gredora Stride, because this card is probably the best card in the deck. Not allowing your opponent's Vanguard to restand against Luard is cheese hilarious, and the fact that you also get a Super K win condition, depending on how things are going, is beautiful. Only 1 copy of Overwhelm. I kind of want to play a second of this, just because recently I found out that additional draw power would be nice in the deck, but it really just depends on the situation. So there's that. We have 2 copies of Obaturandus. I don't know what I would cut to kind of climb up the other ladder, but this thing is very good. It allows you to take more use for your counterblast. Your opponent's not doing anything, you can just kind of force them into a slowdown and then deal with their board. I like that for that aspect. 1 mixed elemental just to get to larger numbers, 1 superpower, 1 draw power, and 1 grist fort to punish your opponent's restanders. So, rest their background, my bad. So guys, that is all we have for this deck profile. It's a lot of fun. So guys, please leave a comment down below to what you guys think. And well, I'm out guys, peace.
That's not all, card fighters. Please subscribe for more Cardfight Vanguard content. Please remember to check out mcole40 for Yu-Gi-Oh videos, and please check out mcolegames.com, my store, along with No Limit Gaming and lgtcg.com for all of your guys' trading card game needs as well. Until next time, guys, remember to hit that subscribe button. Later.